So, as the title of this video suggests, guys, so this is going to be me talking about this absolutely glorious guitar that I've got, which is my ESP LTD 331 FR. Now, for a number of years I've been using LTD guitars. Started off with this glorious number, which I did another video about, which you guys could see in one sort of just around here somewhere. So this particular guitar I absolutely love. It's almost been my main guitar because although like this ESP, the EC1000 vintage, like it's got a lot of features on it that I absolutely like. I'm kind of sort of in between about the pickups at the moment, but that's a completely different story. Only because my tastes have changed. I wanted a guitar with a Floyd Rose because I like some of the, you know, one of my favorite guitarists is Jeff Beck. I don't play anything like Jeff Beck, but I just love what he does, the expression that he can do with a tremolo. Like ESP has been one of those early companies that would offer a single cut guitar with a Floyd Rose. Obviously, of course, like PRS have been doing it forever, but with a locking tremolo, like I've not seen really a lot, other than when you sort of go like really high-end models like Gibsons, for examples, and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not America. Why am I saying examples? Never mind. Right, so when I got this guitar, it did need a lot of work. So, and I completely customized this guitar, like I've completely revamped it. So yeah, I bought it secondhand, and it came with the sort of like LTD active pickups, which didn't last very long on this guitar. I just didn't like their sound, didn't like what they were doing. I'm not a huge proponent of sort of like the EMG active pickup style of pickups. I am liking the sound of Fishman's though, especially the Keith Merrow set. That's obviously, like, there's nothing wrong with lower end LTD guitars, especially LTD guitars. I think some of the ones I've tried out, especially when you're talking about, like, for example, like the 256 or the 400 series, they are great working guitars. You know, they do the job really, really well, but there has to be a sacrifice somewhere. And a lot of the times I find that that sacrifice is within the pickups. So yeah, again, so the first thing that I did is I like changed out the pickups in the guitar. Now, this led me down a completely new rabbit hole that I didn't think I wanted to go down. For this particular guitar, I wanted to do something completely different. I didn't want two guitars that sound exactly the same. I wanted both these guitars to be my main guitar. I decided that on this guitar, unlike this one, because I want two completely different guitars, I wanted a guitar that would give me a great single coil sound, but at the same time it would give me a great humbucking sound. I also wanted something low output because I do have a Gordon Smith 1981 Gordon Smith that's got a low output ceramic pickup in it, and it sounds great. And after having a higher output pickup in my ESP guitar, I was kind of, I think I like the dynamics of a lower output pickup. But then when I started thinking about the neck pickup, I wanted something that doesn't sound like your typical sort of like metal neck pickup. So I just wanted something completely different, and I know that I love single coil sounds on neck pickups. I absolutely love P90s on there. So the first thing that I changed on this guitar was this particular neck pickup. Don't want to go into too much detail about this one because I kind of consider it my baby. I've got a love-hate relationship with this guitar and a love-hate relationship with this pickup. For me, it was really, really easy to decide on the neck pickup because I have heard demos of the Mississippi Queen from Bare Knuckle, and I thought to myself, this is going to be, because I didn't want the same of this pickup in the neck. I wanted something that sounds completely different. I wanted something that, you know, in my head would complement each other, and I think, you know, I managed to do that. Okay, so the Mississippi Queen from Bare Knuckle pickups, the P90, and I went with a completely. So if you look on here, there is a pickup on there, but it kind of looks like a single pickup guitar. Change the pickups, and then of course, like when you change from active to sort of like passive pickups, you've got to change all your pots. So for the bridge, I've got a push, and then we've got the tone. The tone is just your standard sort of like 500k pot. All of these are 500k pots, ready to go. And then I changed, I didn't change the actual tuning pegs, but I did add these, I don't know what you call them, like the actual round bit on there. I added white ones just to go with the rest sort of the aesthetic of the guitar. Licensed Floyds sadly aren't that good. My love-hate relationship with this guitar is all down to the bridge. Licensed tremolos aren't that great. Slowly, I am pretty much changing like a lot of the metal bits on here. So I've had, like so far, I've changed the pegs on here. I've changed the tuning pegs. I've changed some of the saddles. I think I've got a new set in there altogether. Basically, I'm slowly rebuilding this bridge with better parts. The locking nut, the top bits on the locking nut are new, completely different. And strings, I just use rotor sound. And it's your typical set, which is like 10 to 52. But yeah, and this guitar has been my main guitar ever since, you know. Sometimes it just takes that investment, like when you buy a cheaper model, you buy the cheaper model because that's the money that you've got for it, which is absolutely fair enough. And then if you like that cheaper model and you like the build, you like the wood, because this is all like mahogany, for example, like ebony fretboard, you know, magic source of, I just love this guitar, you know. At the end of the day, I'm getting the same design for my EC 1000, but it was made in a different country. You know, this guitar has been a workhorse, you know. I've played gigs with it, I've played festivals with it, I've been in the studio with it. Like, all my songs that I'm releasing from my album Beautiful.Cruel.World, like the majority of the lead work, I would say like 80%, 90% maybe, is done on this guitar. So, single coil on my bridge pickup. Full humbucker. It's great. I love the way this, so the single coil on its own, both together. The neck pickup. And I love the single coil with the P90 because it kind of sounds like an angry telly. So if I go onto my... So this is my sort of like lower gain sound. Yeah. So on cleanish sort of tone, this is what the bridge pickup sounds like. Or let's say edge of breakup tone. Let's not lie to ourselves, there's nothing completely clean about this. Two coils together, or two humbuckers together, sorry. So this is the neck. If I lower the volume, and then I combine it with the single coil, so also what I did and I customized on this guitar is I've got a treble bleed on the bridge pickup, so that's why it still sounds quite, you know, single coil. Both pickups together, both on foot, like humbucking and P. Humbuck single coil and P90. Sorry, bridge. Middle. P90. Single coil. middle with single coil, middle in P90, a single coil, sorry, with P90. Single with P90 on a sort of like with the volume turned down. So considering it is a lower range guitar, it's a lower range model, it is cheaper, I think it's an absolute workhorse. So the reason why I want to do this video is I want you guys to, you know, if you are considering buying this guitar, if you're looking at like the EC256 for example, or the EC400s, and you think to yourself, do I need to buy that guitar? I'd say buy it. I say get it, absolutely. Just remember that if you do get a lower range model, that you will have to do that investment at some point. And that investment is, for example, changing the pickups, changing the pots, for example, for something better. You might need to change the tuning pegs. If you buy a lower end guitar, or a guitar that's got a licensed Floyd in it, okay, you might want to consider changing to Floyd 2, a Schaller, a Floyd 1000, or even an original Floyd. It all depends what you want to do. But just remember, you'll never get that investment back. Just remember that if you ever buy a lower end guitar, that whatever you change on that guitar, whatever investment you put in, you will never get that investment back. It's kind of like souping up cars, for example. Sometimes you'll never get that money back, sort of thing. For me, like this guitar, like the way it works and everything, like I'll probably never sell this guitar. And this guitar is actually between this guitar and a Gordon Smith guitar that I've got here. Both of those guitars were an inspiration for me for my next guitar that I'm going to get, which hopefully I'll have more news about. So, this is it for this particular video. So I just wanted to introduce you to this guitar. I wanted to talk to you, and hopefully you've enjoyed the sound examples as well of all the various pickups, the various pickup combinations, and the kind of sounds that I can get out of this particular guitar. So if you like this video, don't forget guys to share that video with people, let people know. Please, if you've got any thoughts about what I've done to this guitar, if you think it sounds good, if you think it sounds bad, just let me know in the comments below. Any questions you've got about this model or the other model about ESP guitars, I'm more than happy to help answering your questions. Like ESP have got some great higher end single cut guitars with Floyd Rose. So they've got the black metal FR that's come out this year. They've also got a couple of LTD 1000s, EC 1000s with, I believe they're Floyd 1000s on there as well. Absolutely brilliant as well. But it, you know, it's what you put your heart into, sort of thing, you know? and I've got a love-hate relationship with this guitar, absolutely. Anyways, so yeah, please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, guys. Like, you don't know how much that means for me when anybody subscribes. If you comment, I will reply. Like, I won't just say give you a thumbs up or anything else on there. I will reply. I will give you as much information as I have, sort of thing, on there. And also find me on Instagram, find me on Facebook, but also please check out my music. You know, I've got 3 songs out on Spotify at the moment, and they've all been recorded with these guitars. Like, you know, it's all I've got. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Next video is next Tuesday, so see you in the next video, guys. So enjoy.